little fun fact. But like when you're looking at like the radar stuff or like the weather, when it says like 20%, 50%,
Mm-hmm.
when you look at it, that's about how much coverage it's actually gonna like rain, not how much like of a percentage chance of rain.
Interesting.
Yeah, so if you see like the cloud and it says 20%, 20% of that area is gonna get hit by rain.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
If you could make a movie on an athlete's life, who would you choose?
Ooh.
I saw a post about this today, and I didn't send it into the means specifically, so I could ask you this question.
I'd love to go to Troy Polamalu.
Okay.
I think that's a pretty good story coming from Samoa over to US,
Mm-hmm.
playing with USC. I think he didn't start at USC initially, like as a
Mm-hmm.
freshman. I think he worked up to that. And just going from, it's not a big football area
Mm-hmm.
to getting picked up for, you know, JUCO,
Yeah.
lower level than D1, and then making it professional. Because he's probably one of the more, or the first prolific or like well-known names that come from that area.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first one that came to my mind.
The post that I saw, it's not an exactly like happy story,
Mhm.
but it's still pretty compelling and a good story. Is that of Jack Trice?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was like because they're talking about like him and his come up. He was the first like African American player at
Mhm.
Iowa State. And like he lost his life during a football game in Minnesota, but like the first like what I think they said the first 4 or 5 games of the season, like
Mhm.
all the teams forfeited because they didn't want to play with a
Yeah.
colored man. So I thought it was exact quote, don't like
Yeah.
yeah. But I thought it was like a really interesting story. And because basically like the way he died too, he was pretty much like trampled and stomped
Mhm.
on like
Yeah.
on the field. So it was one of those ones where it's like you kind of like it's one of those like
Yeah.
damn
Damn.
like and I feel like not a lot of people know about it. And I remember like when I first like I think we were like either driving to Ames
Yeah.
or something. It was after maybe like when we saw the them play basketball.
Mhm.
I remember asking like, "Who is Jack Trice?
Yeah.
Like, why is the stadium named after him?" If I remember right, you got the reason completely wrong,
I did.
but we won't talk about what that
Yeah.
reasoning was. But
I
after
knew it
like
was one of
looking
the
it
first
up,
African American football
yeah,
players for Iowa
yeah,
State.
and after looking that up, I thought it was a really interesting
Yeah.
story. So,
I think that's a wonderful way to start off the MattCast podcast, which is brought to you by Hart Ventures Electrical Services.
mhm.
Um,
If you need a free quote,
yep.
local Omaha area, all of his information is posted in our description.
Mhm.
And you can also see the image
Yeah.
over
Yeah. Yeah.
over here-ish.
Oh, you can lift up your hands just a little bit. Yeah, right there.
It's right here.
Yeah.
So shout out to Hart
Shout
Ventures.
out to Hart Ventures. I am Maddie Light, joined by my co-host Maddie J.
Hmm.
Make sure you guys do all the fun jazz of liking, subscribing, and comment whatever story you guys think is a good one or like a good documentary that should be brought up.
Yeah,
I'd
either
love to try
like
and
a
see.
biopic
Yeah,
or yeah.
because I had mine on Troy Palamu.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about the Jack Trice,
Yeah, because it's
honestly.
kind of like a greater story where like
Yeah,
it's a great story and then it ends in
yeah,
tragedy.
yeah. An engine tragedy.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to choose a tragedy one
Oh, yeah, I mean just
or a
any.
hopeful
And
one,
yeah.
but we got a lot on the bracket for this week. We got college football week 0 recap. Final thoughts going in the college football week 1. NFL playoff predictions. I wanted, and I picked this one up.
Mhm.
I wanted to track like beginning of the season, how we see it go. Middle of the season, we pick out like how the playoffs going, just from updating it and how we
Oh,
go,
sure,
and
yeah.
see how
Like
things have progressed
we
and
get
whatnot.
either like because there's what 18 weeks, so
Yeah,
you could break that down.
after week 9.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be halfway or yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
After week 9, do another playoff prediction, and then
Mhm.
see what the fuck's happening by the time we actually get there,
Yeah.
and just go through, see who we think's going to win the Super Bowl, or who's getting the buys, who's getting the home field advantage right off the rip.
Mhm.
I think that'd be very interesting to see.
Yeah.
After that, we also have NFL award picks, kind of the same thought process too. I like to see it break down
Mhm.
preseason before the first week, middle of the season, and then there at the end, right before we actually get the true announcements, UFC China, which I didn't watch. China. And then we got our trivia at the very end. So I will pull. I should have had this prepped before we started recording, but college
I'm
football,
assuming you want to start with Iowa State, Kansas State.
I do.
As an Iowa State fan, I'll let you take the floor first,
Yep.
and then
So as an
I'll say
Iowa
my
State
piece.
fan,
Balance of style and efficiency in the Nissan Sentra at
I am
Woodhouse
sitting
Place,
very
Nissan. From weekday commutes to weekend plans,
middle of
Nissan
the ground
Sentra
on it.
delivers a
Mhm.
smooth ride.
I think it's
Plus,
different
take
from what
advantage of our
Iowa
current
State's used
offers.
to, where we
Visit
normally
us
play
online
an
today.
FCS team as our first couple tune-ups, or like
Did you make
before
out
we
of what
play
he said?
Iowa.
Had to say there?
So it's definitely different going up against a ranked opponent, a rivalry opponent, first game of the season when you're getting all those first game jitters out of the way.
Mhm.
So I'm sitting very mild, but if we can go in there and beat another ranked team while we're getting those kinks out, I'm feeling on the upper side of it.
Mhm.
Defense wasn't 100% there, and again, I'm chalking it up to international play. I'm giving that grace of international play, and then going up, getting all those kinks out
Mhm.
from fall camp into first week of actual play. My biggest gripe, though, wet ball drills.
Yeah.
Holy shit! There was like what, 4 fumbles, or was it 4 fumbles and 1 muff punt?
So that muff punt is one of
Yeah,
the fumbles. Yeah, it was 2 on each side.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
then
don't know if
was there
any
an
school, if any
interception? I
school has more
believe.
upside or
No,
Nope,
downside
no
depending
interception.
on
no
the
QB threw an
outcome of the
But
game.
interception.
We know LSU is going to be around win or
tons of
lose. Same for
drops.
Texas.
I
Same
wish
for
I counted how many drops,
Yeah.
is not in that group,
especially
by
on
the
the
way.
side
For most schools,
of
but
Iowa
a
State,
loss for Auburn
because if you looked at it,
would
like,
really
Rocco
be
Beck stats,
devastating.
like,
yeah,
As
he
would a win
14 for 28 for 183 yards.
yeah.
That is
I say
not
give him 21-28.
it is
Yeah.
not that bad.
No.
Like,
The records of it, 14-28, 183 yards.
mhm.
That should be 250, putting on the lower side 21-28.
Yeah.
Just from what
And
I saw, it's just like he's putting it in the breadbasket.
I thought Rocco Beck looked really
He
good.
did.
I thought you got like Iowa State's line. They did give up 4 sacks.
Yep.
I thought overall, though, especially when it came to running the ball, they look great.
And so it's looking like our offensive line is good at more run offense than maybe pass protection. And that could be just something
Which I thought they should have done more of.
running the ball in that rain. Yeah.
Especially, I had a note in here that Hansen is he a freshman?
No. I
Sophomore?
believe
I know of Zuma. He's been there.
Carson Hansen, Abu Sama, and Rocco Beck are all juniors. They all came in as
They're all
freshmen
juniors.
2
Okay.
years ago.
I thought they should have gave Hansen more. He didn't touch the ball at all from the second or third quarter.
Yeah.
They like, and the people were saying like to keep him fresh for the fourth. I don't buy that as much
No.
because they weren't running as often. I mean, 46 carries collectively between the three of them for 130 yards. So I thought they definitely could have given Carson Hansen more touches. Because I mean, yeah, he definitely looked fresh in the fourth quarter. But if you're balancing those two.
So the thing that it's why we ended up picking up something Jackson. I'm forgetting his first name last year. He was a senior last year, so he's not on.
Oh, gotcha. I was like looking
Well,
to see. I was
so
like,
like
see.
both Carson Hansen and Abu Sama are like your gritty runners. They're not like the super fast speedsters and
Mhm.
shifty. And we picked up Jackson as our fast and shifty dude.
Yeah.
He's a senior, went away. We didn't pick up a fast and shifty running back again. Maybe they were hoping Abu Sama would fill in that role, or Carson Hansen. I remember freshman year, Carson Hansen was definitely more the receiving back than Abu Sama, and then Abu Sama was the running back, and you also had Brees Hall.
Mhm.
Was Brees Hall? No, he wasn't. I think it was David Montgomery.
Mhm.
David Montgomery was still with the Cyclones when Rocco Beck was a freshman,
Mhm.
so he was actually able to have his more traditional running back with him.
Gotcha.
But it was the wet ball drills and the drop passes.
Yeah, I mean, there's more to it, and for that, I thought especially like on third down, both teams were pretty bad. Iowa State was 3 for 14 on third downs. K-State was 5 for 13 on third downs. I think Iowa State looked a lot cleaner. They had one penalty for 5 yards versus K-State who had 6 penalties for 48 yards. But definitely getting better on third downs. A lot of it still had to do with those drop passes. On fourth down, Iowa State was better. They were 3 for 3, while K-State was 1 for 4. But overall, like in the defense too, they got to stop giving up those explosive plays.
We got that one dude who got exposed on a simple.
But twice, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah,
On a
I can't
simple,
remember
he
if both
dipped
of
and
those.
then-
Yeah,
and then-
but 2 big explosive plays, which I think last year you guys were ranked like 17th
Yeah,
in the
and
entire.
stopping explosive plays.
And yeah, you guys had 2 on you. I think Avery Johnson looked really great. Even though I think there's some areas,
Yeah.
here and there.
He let some balls fly, and it's just like you see flashes of what he could be or what he's hyped up to be,
Mhm.
but then he just has a pass that is just way overthrown, way underthrown.
Yeah, a lot of behind,
Yeah.
where it's still catchable, but it's not.
I was listening to Bustin' with the Boys, and they were talking about it too, and it's something I remembered when I watched in my hungover state.
Mm,
Carson, Rocco Beck,
yeah.
they had a zero blitz, and one of the dudes just ran right through the line.
Yeah.
Untouched. And Rocco Beck sat there, made a quick decision, passed it.
Yeah.
Similar thing, but a little bit different happened to Avery Johnson. He froze and hesitated.
The intentional grounding.
Yeah, intentional grounding.
Yeah.
And that was something that was Avery Johnson's Achilles heel last year too.
Hmm.
All throughout the season was the intentional groundings.
I don't know.
And it's just like, dude, you should have learned that by
And yeah, and I definitely think
Mind you, I'm
zero
just
jitters.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can clear up a lot of those. For me, the one thing I put on, like the first thing I wrote down, it was the most backyard football game
Oh,
I've
100%.
ever watched. Like for me, I didn't see I don't know if it was just on my screen or all of them, but like they didn't have the first down marker
Yeah,
or
for like the
the.
first 2 drives.
For me, it was the entire game.
Oh, for me, it was the first 2 drives.
Yeah, for me, it was the entire game, which I honestly did not hate.
Yeah.
Until the paint on the field went away, and then it was just a green. So I was like,
Yeah.
that might be
a
first
green
down.
field.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Like
You
look,
guys should do something about that.
Yeah,
And it could be some broadcasting overseas through weather.
and that's
maybe.
like that, and that's the thing too. I think the weather was only really present in that first quarter.
Yeah.
So to have it be an issue continuously throughout the game for the wet, like for people like handling balls and catching, that's what drove me the most crazy. But other than that, I thought it's really good to see football being back.
Yeah.
I thought Iowa State also almost fucked themselves because on that last drive, I can't remember how much time. It was less than 2 minutes.
It was like
Maybe like a minute 50, like a minute 54 or something
Yeah.
like that. Carson Hansen had that outside running play, and he was extending for the end zone,
Yeah.
almost like how Todd Gurley. I don't know if you remember this, like a few years back
Yeah.
when he was on the Falcons, and he was trying to like stay inbounds, but he fell
Yeah.
into the touchdown. And I can't remember who they were playing, but they ended up winning off of that. Now it would have had K-State down, what, 10 points?
Yeah, 10 points.
I don't know why it took me that long to figure that one out, but yeah, 10 points. So not super likely they would have came back, but it would have been because
No timeouts.
I was like, just kneel the
Yeah.
ball, like,
Just
or
kneel
oh,
it.
sorry, it was I think it was 4th down and something.
It was like 4th and 3 or something like that.
Something
Yeah.
like that, yeah. Which I thought they were going to kick the field goal, which then I was thinking too, because on the last episode you were like, it's going to be under that
Yeah.
2.5
Yeah,
point
under two
spread,
and a
and
half.
I was like, oh my god, if they kick a field goal, they'll only be up
And
by
he's
6
right.
points. And then K-State goes down the field and gets a
Yeah.
touchdown, and then they win by a point. I was
Yeah.
like, that would be insane.
And if I put money on that,
Yeah,
if it shit happened,
you would
I
be
would've
pissed.
probably been
Yeah,
I would have been pissed as a Cyclones fan. With the
Yeah.
money I got on it, I'm like,
yeah. You called it, yeah, but
I'm
it
sitting there like,
didn't end up happening that way. Yeah. But I thought Avery Johnson still looked good. He was 21 for 30, 273 yards, passing touchdown and 1 rushing touchdown. I think their offensive line did not
we
very
we've had a
well
good couple
for
days
handling
here,
the run,
this week,
except
Sunday,
for that
this
big play
morning,
that Avery
and
Johnson
we
scored
know we
on.
need to finish
But
prep
a
the
lot
right
of it
way,
too,
focus
they
on
had
detail and execution, and
was it a middle
trying to get
linebacker for Iowa State?
again our
Totally
legs back
bite. Like
underneath
Yeah.
us in camp,
it was like
and
one
feel
on
like we're
one,
feeling good,
and then the
ready
crowd
to
went
play
right.
our
He went
style, our
right, and
strategy,
then
and
just
execute
right up
Yeah,
the middle.
just-
So
on
and
Saturday
you're like,
focus. But
come on, man.
yeah.
There's definitely going to
excited
be
to
lots
at
of
this
things
point and
going
know
into
that,
film.
mhm.
We got
And
a
again,
big,
I chalk it up again to
big
where it's
couple
just
days
like
ahead of
they
us, and
normally don't
a
play.
great way
If
to
you had to
open
rank
our
the issues to
renovated
fix,
stadium,
like
and
1, 2, 3,
chance to
wet ball
compete against
drill,
a good
third
team.
downs,
The first
and
game
what was
is
the other one?
always going to
Explosive
be a
play.
And then
bubble.
explosive plays. Yeah, if you had to
Mine
rank,
would be
More about you than the
explosive
opponent.
plays.
I mean,
mhm.
the game comes down
They only really
to
gave up
your
2 of
mistakes,
those.
Yeah, but like
your
Mhm.
two
understanding,
of those a
your
game,
execution,
Yeah.
that adds up after a
and
while.
how you
Mhm.
play. We talk
Um,
defensively.
I would say the third downs would
Elite
be like,
defense
hey,
is 50%
we got to
what you
work.
play,
I didn't
50% how
include
you
I'm
play.
gonna
We need
the
to
bundle.
make
Okay,
sure
go
we
You
ahead.
put
know,
those
I'm gonna do
things on
the
display
State Farm
on Saturday
bundle.
as we
Mhm.
get a feel
Um,
for how they're going to
of wet
attack
ball
and what
drills
are the
and
elements of that
third downs
offense
because
that
a
are new,
lot of
what are the
those third
elements that they're
downs
carrying over, what are the
were
elements
just
that we've
drop passes.
seen on
Mhm.
film
Now, yes,
from the coordinators
there were
past,
some that were
and
like
we need
just
to
a little
put
bit
all
out
that
of reach or
together
were
on Saturday
tipped,
to do the best we can to position our
but
players for
like
success.
most of those misses were all right there in the hands
Mhm.
in a what you'd expect a D1 football player
A
to
truck that's
catch.
built to
Mhm.
handle the toughest
Like fuck,
tasks.
I'd expect a high schooler
The
to catch that.
GMC
Some of
Sierra
them, I'm like,
2500 from
you
Woodhouse
should have
Ford
had that.
GMC.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm kind of
With
bundling those
available
two
turbo
together
diesel
as
power,
like
a reinforced frame and
top
advanced
priorities. But
trailing
like
technology.
defensively, yeah, you
Well,
need
what,
to
at what
stop.
point on the coaching side do you go like, okay,
Take advantage of
I
exclusive
appreciate
offers
giving
happening
Rocco
now.
Beck, like, hey,
Visit
we're gonna
us in
try to
store
we're gonna
or
keep
shop
doing
online
this.
today.
Mhm.
Woodhouse
But
Ford
when do we go
GMC.
like, all right,
We are
we're just gonna
professional
like, I don't want to
drivers.
make it as one dimensional, but
Yeah.
we gotta start running.
Yeah.
Um,
Especially if it's like a third and manageable. If it's like a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 2, like you do like you run more RPOs
Yeah.
and see what. But thought K-State's defense was doing really good about pressuring you guys. So
They did do a good job of pressuring us. And how I'd go about it is that this next game, we try and air it out more just to see where we're at. Since it is
this is like a kind of a
yeah.
you guys can get away with a little bit more stuff.
So we can get away with it. Let's air it out. Let's get these guys back in the right headspace. Like, yes, I can catch a fucking football.
Mhm.
They just had a terrible game, winter overseas. Then they're all jet lagged coming back. Probably had a day off from practice on Monday where it's just film. Maybe a little bit of walkthroughs or something like that.
I believe, if I remember correctly, they came back like Monday at noon.
Yeah.
And that's Eastern
No, it
time.
was Sunday at noon.
It was Sunday at noon.
Yeah.
So then, that's Eastern time too. So that probably would have been like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's just like, yeah. And so
What's
Coming
the hour
Monday-
difference between us and Ireland? They're ahead.
They're
by,
ahead.
What, 8 hours? 6 hours?
I want to say it's like 4 hours time difference throughout the Atlantic.
Mm.
And so it's 1 over, so 5, maybe 6 hour difference.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just like you got a 6 hour difference. Get that jet lag over. Hit the film room Monday. Like, let's go over it and come up with a game plan on how we're handling Tuesday and Thursday. And maybe Friday if things still aren't.
I see there's a video playing in that. Are they hearing that? Is there noise on
Yeah,
that?
they are.
So that hasn't been going.
Well, technically we were louder than them, so
yeah,
we're
it's just
getting all
still
jumbled up.
yeah.
But yeah, I'd like to see us air it out just to get these guys right back in the good headspace of like, I know how to play ball.
Mm.
Come the Iowa game, the Cyhawk game, run the ball. What I'd like to scheme and what I'd scheme up is run, play action, see what happens there.
Mm.
And then depending on where we're at, we're either going pass or run play for that third down. Like if we're within 5, I say we run the rock.
You got to have effective
Yeah.
runs.
Yeah.
Because if you do like a
Well, that's what
a
I'm saying.
run, if
Like,
it's like 1 or 2 yards,
oh yeah,
then you can't do a play action. You probably should either run it again. Either you're doing like a draw
yeah.
play. It also depends on like part of the field you're on. But yeah.
On my scenario, like you run 4 or 5 yards,
Mm-hmm.
and then you run that play action.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's not, obviously knowing the Cyhawk game, is going to be a 2-yard run, 2-yard run, throw the ball.
Yeah.
Either fourth down, punt, and it's the same thing from Iowa. 2-yard run, 2-yard run, throw the ball, punt.
For the next game, I'm gonna skip over to Kansas and Fresno State
Okay.
because I want to just keep it almost Big
Yeah.
12. Because Kansas looked amazing overall.
They looked amazing. As Fresno State, but
yeah, but the quarterback is EJ Warner, who is the son of Kurt Warner.
Yep.
So I mean he, 18 for 29, 179 yards, 2 interceptions, and 1 fumble loss.
no, he's a freshman. So
No, he's not.
yeah, it's saying freshman right there.
I thought,
Oh wait, no, Fresno.
yeah, it's
Fine.
Fresno. I've already said I thought he was a senior.
And you're okay. All right, so
But I also saw this on. I don't know how correct this is. 4 carries for minus 23 yards. So I was like, Jesus. He was also sacked 3 times.
yeah,
So that basically tells you the story of Fresno. Jalen Daniels, no relation to Jaden Daniels. 18 for 20, 176 yards, 3 TDs. They had a great running attack. Overall, they had 38 rushes for 207 yards.
Mhm.
And then their D looked really great too.
Yep.
3 sacks, like I mentioned earlier, and then 10 tackles for loss.
Yep.
They look
and
up
it's
that
why I'm glad
good.
I put that KU game in our initial predictions. Like we don't know what KU we're getting, what we're getting this season. So it's definitely going to be.
Yeah, he's a senior.
It's
EJ
definitely going to be
Warner.
a challenge.
I think. I mean, especially for the Big 12, like this game does not tell me, okay, KU
Yeah,
is the front runner,
Mhm.
Iowa State is the front runner, and then
K-State just fell off the face
yeah,
of the
no,
yeah,
this
no.
does not tell me that.
The Big 12 championship's still wide open
Mhm.
for pretty much anybody in the Big 12,
Yeah.
minus Colorado. Fuck Colorado.
The only other games, like the Hawaii Stanford one,
Yeah,
I'm assuming everyone's been seeing what happened, where that Stanford player celebrated a little too long, and
Yep.
then people are kind of blaming that on the loss. I think it was like a really competitive game back and forth. I definitely thought Stanford should have came away with the win,
Yep.
but what do you do? I can't remember if we both picked Stanford for that one. I believe we were split on Sam Houston and Western Kentucky. So
I think you were right on Western Kentucky.
yep,
I picked UNLV, and I believe you also picked UNLV as well.
yeah, I wasn't gonna pick no
Idaho
offense.
State.
Yeah,
But it was
Which
closer.
I did not watch any of those 3 games except for just clips and highlights.
Yeah.
But I didn't write down any notes.
Moving into, we'll just go over the top 25 for week 1. So Thursday, Boise State, Florida.
I'm so interested to see what Boise State's like. I don't want to
I
say
am-
it was all on Ashton Denty.
But I kind of want to say it's all on Ash and Genty.
I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that.
I don't either, but like,
And here's the thing. I think they can beat a team like South
Yeah.
Florida. Now, can they continue having a number next to their name after they get
You-
some stiffer competition? To be seen.
to be seen. The other big one that's not on the top 25, Cincinnati, Nebraska.
Yeah, that's like it's Thursday night.
Thursday night at 7 p.m. East or mid Central time,
I think it's 8.
8 Eastern.
Is it 8
Yep,
Eastern?
yep.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a big one.
I have no doubt in my mind that Nebraska is going to come away with the
Yeah.
victory. I also agree with busting with the boys. I'm not going to steal all their stuff, but I agree that I think that the spread on it, I can't remember, it's like plus or minus, I think 6.5, 7.
Mhm.
I think Nebraska is going to do
Way
more.
more than that.
So, because I don't think Cincinnati is a big team
No.
in the Big 12.
They were back in like 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just interested to see how Raiola and company do, especially like this is his sophomore effort.
hmm
I hope that he's learned a lot of those issues that he kind of had in
Yeah.
his freshman year.
I hope your guys' special teams
Yeah,
is looking a
especially
lot better this year.
and I also hope that more time with the offensive coordinator who came in late last year.
Mhm.
And then the other thing too, I'm a little bit more nervous. And like I'm split. Like I like the idea of Matt Rule having his own podcast now,
Yeah, I was gonna say
but like brother,
yeah,
in the middle of the season, or like sorry, it's just the beginning of the season.
you drop it 10 days before
I'm
your
like,
game.
what are we doing? Like, because he's like, oh, I'm not worried. Like, I got
Yeah.
plenty of time, and I'm like, yeah, cool, man. But like,
You're a head coach.
like,
This one I am stealing straight from Bussin' with the Boys.
did they talk about this?
They did talk
I
about
didn't.
it.
I didn't finish the episode. I only watched a little bit.
But like they're just like, I get it where you're just like, yeah, you can only do so much football in one day where you got to take a little bit of break.
Yeah.
And he does a podcast. I'm like, all right, cool. Maybe you get to vent some of your feelings on it. Your editor covers up some of the things that ruin the image of Nebraska. Where you're sitting there like all pissed off and venting on a podcast.
I don't think he said anything like,
No, but I'm just saying, like, throughout the season, if he does it,
throughout the season.
yeah,
Well, that's just, it seems like it's less of a like, oh, I'm going to talk about us in our
Okay.
season. I think it's less of that than what people probably think.
just more
but
about what's on his mind in sports.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then, yeah,
It's one
I
of the
get it.
things. I watched the first episode. It's fine.
Mhm.
But I was not super thrilled.
Yeah,
So yeah, we'll wait and see. I'm hoping it's one of those things that's not like,
Yeah.
okay,
this is a distraction.
yeah,
The next game for Friday, that's a top 25. Illinois, Western Illinois, or
Illinois,
Western at Illinois.
yeah, number 12, Illinois. I think
We saw Baylor and Auburn also playing on Friday.
they're both not ranked.
Okay.
Yeah,
But yeah, so you got the Illinois game.
I think Illinois is going to come away with that one.
Yep.
I am again doubling down. I think because it's rookie quarterback versus rookie quarterback. And I'm leaning Texas. Sorry, we went to
Yeah.
number 1
No.
Texas, number
Ohio
3
State.
Ohio State. I'm leaning Texas. I don't know how you're.
I'm leaning Ohio State.
You're leaning Ohio State. Okay,
I'm
so
following the favorite on this one, and I also just don't watch enough Big Ten football, so I kind of have to branch out to other people's.
Well, this is
opinions.
SEC and former Big 12.
Yeah. Yeah, I know about SEC ball. And I
Yeah.
pay attention to it, but like I said, like Big Ten, don't pay attention much.
Sure.
Not to dog on it at all, but I'm a Big 12. I glazed a Big 12, but I think Ohio State's going to take away with it. Just
And I'm always about
Yeah.
Big Ten, supremacy, but I think Texas, especially how much trust and like how they're willing to give the keys to Archie
to
Manning.
Archie Manning.
So we'll see. Which I'm not a huge fan of. Like,
And I think the spread, you can go over.
the 2.5.
Yeah, and I'm thinking it's a 7-point game.
So you think a touchdown's gonna?
Yeah, separate it.
Interesting.
That's my own personal opinion. So don't use me for betting advice. Even though one of my coworkers was asking me to look over his parlay, and I was just like, "Yeah, I like this."
Gotcha.
But because there was no good picks for like any sleeper wins, like Marshall, Georgia, dude, I'm not picking Marshall.
Oh hell no.
Yeah, the only one that I
Hell no.
said was Ohio State over Texas, and he said I agree with you, but unfortunately that's the favorite too in the betting odds. So yeah, he's
Iowa
not going to
State-
make a lot of money out of it.
Iowa State did not move up. Okay.
Nope.
Number 24 Tennessee is going to be hosting Syracuse. So are you going? I'm assuming you're going mostly like anyone that's ranked.
On this first week, yeah, probably.
Number 20 Indiana over Old Dominion. Number 2 Penn State versus Nevada. You just talked about Georgia Marshall.
Bama over Florida State. Iowa State over South Dakota. Oregon over Mountain State. Oklahoma over Illinois State. Florida over Long Island University. K-State over North Dakota. Texas A&M over UTSA. LSU Clemson. That one I've been a little bit back and forth on.
I had number 4 Clemson.
I was also going to lean Clemson.
Yeah.
My reasoning for it is that just like LSU, a little bit inconsistent, or like some of their coaching calls are like a little bit off on some of the marks.
Yeah.
Or like they just have
Well, Brian Kelly, he's newer to the program
Yeah.
in LSU. So
And
I'm
so-
interested to see how he does this season.
Yeah.
Because a
And-
lot of people are saying like he's on the hot seat.
Yes, he is on the hot seat. And so I'm also interested too. And I'd love to be wrong and see LSU win.
Mhm.
But I'm also going to go with what I believe is right, and that's Clemson over LSU. Michigan over New Mexico.
Yeah, number 14, Michigan.
Texas Tech over Arkansas Pine Bluff. Yep.
Yeah.
Ole Miss over Georgia State.
Yep.
SMU over East Texas A&M. Arizona State over Northern Arizona. South Carolina over Virginia Tech.
And then I have Miami going over Notre Dame for this game. Number 10,
Yeah.
Miami going over
And
number 6,
I
Notre
honestly
Dame.
kind of forgot that Carson Beck went to Miami,
Yeah,
and I kind of want to
for
pick
like
Miami now.
buku money.
Yeah,
So
I kind of want to go Miami on this one.
yeah, that's the one I'm going with. I don't know if the spread is 2.5. I don't know. Is everything? Oh, okay. So on ESPN bets, total is 49.5 over under. And then I'm assuming I don't see it on here, but my notes for last week, Notre Dame was minus 130. And Miami was a plus 110. So like very close.
Mhm.
It's
I'm going the
damn
over.
near a pick 'em.
I'm going over on the 49.5. Clemson LSU is 57.5 over under. I'm gonna go over.
Hmm.
I think over. Like I could see them both scoring 28. 28.
I'm gonna go under for that
You're
game.
gonna go under?
I'm going under for that game.
And then the other one was that? I'm gonna go over on the 47.5 for Ohio State, Texas. So I'm picking the over on all of the three big
Gotcha.
matchups.
Well, sweet. That's gonna about wrap it up for our final thoughts on week 1.
Yep.
Do you want to hit?
Playoff.
Do you want to do
hit
NFL?
UFC
Yeah, I thought
right
we
quick?
just because I'm only gonna talk about 2 fights on the card. I thought the
Do you
2
mean to
most.
pull it up?
You don't have to.
Okay.
I mean, because I'm not really gonna talk about because like so we don't need to worry about this upcoming week. We get a week off.
Yep.
They'll have a next fight on the 6th. But Johnny Walker, I thought, crazy kind of coming out the gate
Mhm.
on that one. Almost kind of like fucked himself in the first round, came out and then just absolutely destroyed his legs. I think it was 10 leg kicks.
Yeah.
And it took down the Chinese prospect who was fighting in Shanghai. And then the other one that I thought was a catch weight for Brian Ortega and Aljo. I think Ortega needs to move up, or he just needs to take just more time away. Believe he's one win out of his last 4, or maybe 1 win out of his last 5, and his win was over Yair Rodriguez. Aljo's calling for a title shot. I mean, I think he looked good, like, and it is what like I was saying too, where since they're both kind of grappling heavy, they mostly stood on the feet
Mhm.
for the whole duration of the fight. But I think Aljo should do a top 3. He's gonna definitely be ranked top 5 in that division. I would like to see him do Mozart Imavov the most because we haven't seen a fight. So it would be a number 1 and a number 5 going for that'd be your title eliminator while Volk fights Lerone Murphy in December is where they're looking at. So that's what I had for the fight. Other than that, I mean, there's a lot of, good fights on the card. There's a lot of knockouts, a lot of submissions. There's one guy, I believe from Ireland. I don't remember this guy's name, but I would like to shout him out because he got illegally kneed in the head. Continued the fight, which he could have took a DQ win, but he ended up getting finished in that round anyway. So, just shows off the balls of that guy, and he didn't want to take a win like that. But that is the very brief notes that I had on UFC in Shanghai. So,
All right. So what I was doing, looking at my phone, I forgot to write down our notes for what we had as like 1 through 4 in each division.
if it makes you feel better, I have mine written down.
You have yours written
I
down?
have mine written
Okay.
down.
Like of who you're gonna pick and whatnot? Or
Yes,
okay.
yeah.
For playoff prediction?
Yep. So I would like to ESPN bets, which we're not sponsored. That's just where I've been getting my information. For the Super Bowl winners, they had Philly as plus 650. Baltimore's tied with that. Buffalo is just behind that plus 700. KC is 750. Detroit's plus 1,000. Then it goes Cincinnati, Washington, Green Bay, the Rams, San Francisco, Minnesota, Los Angeles Chargers, Houston, Chicago, Denver, and Tampa Bay. The thing that stuck out to me most was every team from the NFC North were in that top
Yeah.
10, which is gonna kind of show some of my picks
Mhm.
as we continue.
Yeah.
But what do you think about Philly, Baltimore,
I
and
like Philly, Baltimore.
as the two front runners
Yeah.
for Super Bowl wins? I think for Baltimore, like you need it for the
Yeah.
accumulation of
Mhm.
getting Derrick Henry, having Lamar Jackson.
I was gonna grab the whiteboard.
Oh, the mini
Photo
one. Yeah, go ahead. I definitely wish they had some younger receivers. I can't remember who is like. Do they even still have Zay Flowers? Am I wrong on
They
that?
do still have Zay
And
Flowers.
then they picked up um Hopkins. So and I mean, so I'm hoping for
So
Baltimore to start showing off.
I was also looking at. So the reason why I looked at our old video was to look at our board. Like Bills, we had number 1. Ravens, we had number 1. Texans,
Yeah,
and
I didn't
the
do it.
Chiefs.
I didn't do it like that. I did north, south, east, west, and then my 2 wild cards. That's how I did it.
So. All right, cool. So they can see it. I'm just gonna have to write it down like this and then move it.
So do you want to do it like that where we just go division by division and then we can
Yeah.
rank them? So let's start with AFC. AFC North. We'll go north, south, east, and then west.
Yep.
I have Baltimore taking the north. Yeah. I
Now,
think
do you think they're gonna be at the top of the AFC?
I would like to get to that towards the
Okay.
end. Because I am split. But
Okay.
ESPN right now has Baltimore. If you bet on them to win the division, they're minus 160, so they're a favorite to win. The South, I have Houston.
Yep.
They're a plus 100.
Mhm.
So, they're not the shoe-in, but they are the front
Yeah.
runner. I don't really see anybody else really emerging from the South. Maybe
Mhm.
Tennessee, but it's a rookie QB that
Yeah.
they got at the helm, and really not much else going on to really talk about.
Mhm.
It's not like they picked up any really big wide receivers or the running back is,
Mhm.
a top 10 guy. So,
Yeah.
um, that's why I'm more looking at Houston than anything. For the East, I obviously got the Bills. They're a minus 350 favorite to win that division. The West, I decided to be pretty bold, and I'm taking Denver to win the West.
You're taking Denver to win the West.
I'm taking Denver to win the and what I was gonna do, but then it became too complicated. I was looking at each teams that I had win the
Mhm.
division, and I was having what I thought their potential, like, it is very just like, it was a look and just like win loss win loss. That is
Yeah.
as far as I looked at it. I wasn't like spending more than 10 seconds on a team.
Mhm.
I was looking at it that Denver could go 11-6 while the Chiefs would go 10-7,
Mhm.
which my two wild card teams is KC, which were minus 120 to win the West, and then the Patriots were my dark horse team
Yeah.
that are plus 550 to win the East. But that's how I had my AFC
Yeah.
look. So I don't. If you want to start with that on what you think.
We got so KC Pats, and then who would be going off into the bye?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Um, I have the Bills winning
The North.
AFC.
Just okay.
I think that's. I think the Bills. If not the Bills, then I was thinking Baltimore. Like I'm stuck
Yeah.
between those two guys. I'm leaning more towards the Bills, and you'll see why when we get into my awards.
Analysis. Yeah.
So I would go Bills 1, Baltimore 2, or vice versa. I would do.
No, I'm blanking on it. Does Baltimore also get a bye that first week?
Um,
I don't believe so.
think you're correct.
Yeah. All right. So
I would have Denver 3, Houston 4, KC 5, Patriots 6. That would be my, which I'm sure there's many people scoffing, rolling their eyes,
Bills 1,
spitting on their phones and their
Denver
TVs.
3, Ravens 2,
Mm-hmm.
and then Pats 6.
Mm-hmm.
And it'd probably be the 2 versus the 6.
And I like to be a little bold. It does not often pay out, but I want to be a little bold on this one. For just my NFL prediction. Like this is, I'm not going to hold myself to these predictions. And I'm not going to hold you to it unless you say some really wild shit. Like you're like, comeback player of the year should be
Yeah.
some Iowa State guy. I'll be like, why?
No.
Why the fuck would
Yeah.
TJ Watt win comeback player of the year?
Um
Or if you had TJ Watt
No,
winning like the
so-
MVP or something, I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking to me about?
so I have Ravens winning the Super Bowl,
Okay.
but I like AFC or the Bills winning the AFC.
Mm,
I like that. I think it's a very good
mm.
um
I didn't do well, man. If I had to pick a team to win, I would really think that it would come down to like before the Super Bowl. I think it would come down to Bills and Baltimore,
yeah.
and then, but I would
So-
then go with the team from the NFC to potentially win. That's how I would look at it.
So we got Bills in one first week bye at number 1. They play in the divisional round. Ravens Pats. Who you like in that?
Obviously, the Ravens.
Okay. So they move on. And then
I would want Denver. I think Denver probably splits
now do
their
they
series.
split the regularly season
Yes,
series? Okay.
yes, that's what I meant. Like they would each have a win on each
Yeah.
other.
Now who wins first? I think KC wins first, and then Denver comes back and wins a second time.
Maybe.
And then wins in wild card.
I had it where it was, yeah, they win the first one, they lose the second one, close, and on the third one they piece everything together. But I mean,
I'm thinking
either or.
yeah,
Yeah.
first game of the season, or not first game, but like
The way I was looking at it, like man, this is gonna sound really awful, but I was looking at KC's schedule. I could see them going 1-3 in the first 4 weeks. Like they have a really tough first 4
Yeah.
games where I was like, I can see them winning this one team and I can see them losing these 3 other teams.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So,
But I know they're KC. They can do anything they wanted to if they really believe.
Yeah. All right, so wait, do the Bills will get a bye in the divisional round, play in the conference, or
They would play in the. They should play in the division. Because I think you had it right. You mind showing me?
yeah? So the
Yeah.
Ravens
So
and Denver
it
move
would.
on.
So whoever would like so.
Wins in the divisional plays
So whoever would has the lowest. So if in this case, what is next to the Bills?
bye. They got the bye.
I see.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. Am I tripping on something? Is there?
Yeah. I'm just like, am I tripping on something? Because I know it's 6 teams, or is it 7?
There 3 wild cards?
I think it is 3 wild cards.
What the hell? I think it was 2 wild cards.
We're obviously great sports analysis.
Well, I wasn't predicting
Yeah.
this. Like, I was just predicting who I think would win. I wasn't thinking this far in advance. And the reason I picked, well, thought there was 2 wild cards. I don't know why I thought this, but I also just was like, hey, I'm just gonna choose 2 wild cards.
We
I
got
think we should just save that bit
okay.
for later, and I think we should just do whoever's winning their divisions and then picking
Okay.
wild cards. That's what I think we should do to start.
All right.
Okay.
But hang on. I just wanted to double check something. How many wild cards?
We'll just look up. This works too, I guess. Yeah, just do playoff picture. Okay, this is not what I imagined.
They have the Giants in the hunt? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it is 7.
I don't understand.
So do the first 2 teams get a bye?
Are they saying the Giants are gonna? I don't understand what. Okay, get out of this and just do NFL playoff bracket, please.
Yeah.
Like,
What the hell?
I didn't read all the things that were on there, but I just saw the Giants were number 1. I was like, are they saying that?
And they had the Browns at number 6.
Yeah, just do the 24 one. Oh, that works. Yeah.
We'll just do the images.
Okay.
So
So there are 7 teams.
yeah, 7 teams. It looks like two get a bye.
Yeah, 1 and 2 get a bye, and then so I guess it is 3.
Okay.
Yeah, it is 3 because if you're looking at it, it was the Lions won the division, and then you had. Okay, damn. Why the
Yeah.
fuck did I think it was 2? Anyway,
I thought it was 2 as well.
that just shows we don't know ball.
Oops.
Anyway, if I had to pick a third, I had to pick a third. I'm leaning another team from the West. Like I'm thinking the Chargers.
I like Chargers
Like that would be my other
and
team in there. No, I don't think the Steelers are getting in.
I think the Steelers will sneak in.
Dude, you're fucking. There's no way.
We sneak in and do
Okay,
our normal
hold
thing
up.
and lose.
Pull up their schedule right now. We're gonna settle this. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. Okay,
Jets
I would say
win.
win. Seattle,
Seahawks.
I can see you guys losing
Win.
depending on like what Sam Darnold is gonna look like if
What
he's
Sam Darnold we see.
yeah.
Okay.
The Patriots, I can see you guys losing.
You see us losing?
I see you guys losing.
I see us winning.
I think Mike Rabel can come in and do okay. So okay, I won't say you. You say what you think. So you have like
Depending on what Sam Darnold we see.
okay. So you think the Jets win or the
Yep.
Jets they win over the Jets.
Yep.
And then you think they lose. Just do like yes or no. Don't do like a oh it could go like just yes or no. Let's just do
I'm
win or
saying yes on
loss.
Seahawks, yes on Patriots, no on Vikings.
You might as well
Yes on Browns.
You might as well either you got it. Okay.
Yeah, yes on Browns.
Oh sorry.
Yep.
You said West yes on Browns.
No on Bengals. No Packers.
I'm sorry to say, dog. This is
Yeah.
outrageous.
Colts, yes.
Should not be thinking this long.
I am thinking this long. On Chargers?
Yeah,
There's many different variables. How many people are healthy,
sure.
yeah. But in preseason, I'm saying no. Bengals, yes. Bears, yes. Bills, Bills, no.
You're 7-5 right now.
Follow our Steelers trend. Ravens, no on the first matchup. Dolphins, yes. Lions, no. Browns, yes. Ravens, yes.
So you think you guys are going 10-7?
10 or 7 or 9-8.
No way.
That's where I'm sitting at.
That is absolutely crazy. Which, like, you think Aaron Rodgers is going to get you there?
Not Aaron. I'm thinking it's kind of the same thing on how Ben Roethlisberger started, where like he was right behind, good quarterback,
So you
gets injured, and then Will Howard comes in and saves us.
You think Will Howard,
Yeah,
is he your number 3 back?
I think it's our number 2.
Go to the depth chart. They put him over Mason Rudolph and Skylar
I'd
Thompson.
put him over Mason Rudolph.
Depth chart. Yeah, okay.
Well,
So he's
Will
the third
Howard's
string.
questionable right now.
He's still the third string though.
But I'm thinking we get in the wild card and we do our normal thing and we lose right away.
There's no fucking way.
Or
There's
we're
no
9-8
way.
and we lose out for some wild thing that happens in the last game of the season. That's how I'm thinking it. Where we need like one team to tie or like, that type of shit.
Remember correctly, you said yes to beating the Ravens twice.
No, I said one no, the last one yes.
Okay,
The first one was no.
and you guys, you think are you sweeping the Browns
Yeah, sweeping the Browns.
and then splitting with the Bengals?
Splitting Bengals, splitting Ravens.
There's no fucking way. Like 9-8, I think, is the best case scenario. Is the best case scenario.
And that's
And
what I
even
see.
if it is 9-8, I don't think you guys get in.
I think it's
Like
gotta
I know
be-
in previous years, yes, but
Yeah.
like this time around, especially just
it also depends a lot on like what else has been happening in the league, what everybody else's records
Of course,
are.
yeah, of course. I think when we're sitting here just thinking like if everything goes right, no one gets injured.
Yeah.
Like not even on the other side of the team, like other teams,
Mhm.
like if everyone stays healthy, I just don't see a world where a washed Aaron Rodgers with a washed, dare I say, DK Metcalf, and then who else? Fucking Ben Skoranek, who was he was good with the Rams, but he was a backup. Scotty Miller. Who the fuck is Scotty
I think
Miller? And then
Calvin
Calvin
Austin's
Austin
over
the
Roman
third.
Wilson.
But okay, Pat Fryermuth. Who is you guys got rid of fucking old ass Cameron Hayward. I like
he's still in there, dog.
he I don't want to say like he's not gonna win you guys.
Oh no.
And I mean he is a solid member and a
veteran and a captain.
And TJ Watt but like there I should have fucking known. I should have known that you would have fucking said something like this. I thought you were gonna be reasonable this year.
But I also see Chargers too. Like I completely agree. Chargers getting in there over the Steelers, yeah. But I'm thinking Steelers are going 9-8.
And you think there's a possibility for them to squeak in? It's nice to have hope like that.
It is.
I wouldn't want you to be like a Cowboys fan where it's like delusional hope of like
we're going to the Super Bowl.
We can go to the Super Bowl.
Boys. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we squeak in and lose right away. That's me being a realistic Steelers fan.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go NFC.
All right.
And I'll let you go first. Because
For the NFC.
I have all the people that I think. I guess mine is my one wild card, but I know who I was leaning on for that one wild card.
All right. So Philly, I'm liking at number 1.
I think you're very safe doing that.
Yeah.
They're minus 160 to win their division.
Yeah. I like the Lions. Go
They-
number 2,
They are plus 150 to win the North.
but I think this might be Green Bay's year.
Okay.
I think it's Green Bay's year, and they get the 2, and it's like one of those they need, the Vikings to lose to the Bears at the end or some shit like that, or they need something wild where
See, that's a good take. And I like that, where it is like hey, towards the end, like you're relying on other teams.
Yeah.
But I feel like in recent years, when you rely on another team to do your business, it often does not go your way.
Yeah. But I agree with that. But I think it's Green Bay's year.
Okay.
But it's a very close between them and the Lions.
Yeah.
And so that means obviously Lions are going as a wild card.
Gotcha.
I like Tampa.
They are minus 110 to win their division.
Yep. And I like the Rams.
Okay. They're
win.
plus.
Yep.
They're plus 175. Now they are below San Francisco. They're plus 160.
Which I think is delusional.
I think it's crazy too. I think it's smart of them to pick up someone like Brian Robinson Jr. to be a durable, reliable back. So
Yeah.
whenever Christian McCaffrey
Dies.
then they know who they're
Yeah.
backing up. But
As bilateral.
and like no disrespect to Iowa State.
Yeah.
I've been doing that for a while now. I don't think Brock Purdy is that guy. And I don't think the wide receiver core that they have is going to help them out with that either.
It's not. And that's why I think at best you see for the 49ers
And I think
is
their
that
defense
number
is
7.
great. I think their defense is great. And I think their O-line is great.
Yeah.
I think George Kittle is great. I just don't have a lot of stock in Brock Purdy.
I just don't have a lot of stock in the receiver room. That's where I'm at.
Big problem there. Like Brandon Ayuk, who I think is still either out or still questionable.
Yeah.
And then you have the dude who got shot,
Parcells.
Yeah. And then I don't even know who would be their number 3 guy.
Yeah, that's how bad it is for the receiver room. Now I'm thinking. So I already have the Lions at in the wild card.
Yep.
Commanders, I'm gonna lock in there as well.
Okay, they're plus 225.
Yep.
Which so you are pretty close.
49ers or the Seahawks coming at number 7.
That is oh, sorry. Okay, yeah. So we're really close. I had Detroit winning, and then I had Green Bay taking a wild card with San Francisco, Washington, and then Tampa Bay, Philly, and the Rams.
I really just think it's Green Bay's year in the North, and it pains me as a diehard NFC for my NFC team Lions fan.
Mm-hmm.
It pains me to say that.
I don't think it's too far off. I don't think I'm wrong on it. I don't think you're too far off. I don't think we're gonna see every team minus the Bears be in the playoffs for the NFC North. But I don't see like I'm interested to see how they do this year.
Yeah.
Like
and in NFC North and NFC West, you can honestly fit all 3 of those 4 teams in there and you wouldn't be far off.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Leave out the Cardinals for sure.
Leave out the Cardinals, leave out the Bears.
Honestly, dude, I'm more leaning out the Vikings.
You're more leaning out the Vikings?
I'm more leaning out the Vikings.
I'm leaning out the Bears.
I am interested to see how Ben Johnson does. Now, do I think he's going to come in there and, well, I'm almost
But it's a
hypocrite.
revolving door of head coaches there.
Yes, but this is a different guy. Like
you're not wrong. It is Ben Johnson. He was there with the Lions all those years with Campbell. But I really just think
My question is for JJ McCarthy is like, how did they do with your O-line?
Yeah.
What are you joking on? You good? Okay. That is like a huge question for me. Is what do they do for your O-line? I like Jay Jetters. I like what James Madison or Jason Madison. James Madison's the
yeah,
president.
Jason Madison and then Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I say Justin Jefferson?
No, you didn't.
Did I say Jay Jetters?
Yeah.
That's Justin Jefferson,
my
you
bad.
fuck. Jesus. I swear I did. TJ Hawkinson,
Yeah.
I like. But I think we're mostly aligned on the NFC. Do you want to go to awards?
If you want to start off, I need to really take a leap.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this without you because I have some picks though. I will start on ones that Matt, do you want me to start with MVP?
Yeah. Josh Allen.
I have Josh Allen as well. So we're both interesting. So I have Josh Allen. He's a plus 650. I believe he was tied with Lamar with that one. I didn't write him down for some odd reason. For offensive play of the year, I'm leaning Derrick Henry. I think that they're gonna not stop feeding Lamar those runs. I think they're just gonna try to rely more on Derrick Henry. You're paying him, and like he was on a reporter. He was doing an interview with a reporter, and they were talking about him breaking like 2,000 yards. I can't remember what the incentive was. It for like a was it like a commercial? No, it was going to be in an Adam Sandler's movie. He was talking about being in an Adam Sandler's movie, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you break 2,000 yards, we'll get you in there." So I said for my offensive player of the year, I'm looking at Derrick Henry, who's
I'm liking Derrick Henry.
plus 1,500 odds. It's just again, I'm not holding.
Replace Saquon at number 3 for MVP. I think Jared Goff.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Because
That's
he had such
bold.
great numbers
That's
last
bold.
year
That's bold.
that like he should have been in the playoff talks along with Matt Stafford.
Mm-hmm.
That like they should have been in the MVP talks.
I don't know if Matt Stafford should have been in the MVP talks. He was good. He was great.
Yeah.
For my defensive player of the year, I have two, but I'm gonna say Jared Verse, who's a plus 1,300. My other pick is Aiden Hutchinson. Now with Aiden Hutchinson, I have him as my comeback player of the year, plus 300. I think he's, I don't want to say a shoe-in for it, but with how he went down and how, like, to watch him do his recovery last year,
Yeah.
fucking incredible and inspiring.
I like Aiden Hutchinson. I don't know about Jared Verse.
He won defensive rookie of the year last year.
Yeah, I know he won defensive rookie.
Well, I'm also like I put Jared Verse in because I was like, do I want to have Aiden Hutchinson in two different roles? And I said no, so that's why I did it like that. My coach of the year, giving it to Mike Vrabel. I think he goes in, which I think they did Jared Mayo wrong and only giving him a year. But I'm interested to see how they do.
So my other
who is a plus 650 odd for
my other bold take
yeah
is Ben Johnson.
He was up there. I almost had him, but that's
if the Bears do good.
Yes, and that's the thing. I didn't have the Bears winning any playoffs or anything. So that's why I was like, I don't want to say he's coach of the year if I don't think he's going to go win the playoffs. So that was my reasoning for having Mike Vrabel and having the Patriots in the wild card spot is that. For rookie of the year, I'm stuck between two. Obviously, Cam Ward.
Yep.
Or Loveland, who I went on and I picked out on the draft. I wrote real small. Loveland is plus 250. 2,500. I think it's Colston Loveland. He's the tight end with the Bears. And then Cam Ward was a plus 300.
Mm-hmm.
For defensive rookie of the year, ESPN only had, defensive rookie of the year, they only had one fella listed on the odds. You want to guess who that was?
Travis Hunter.
It was Travis Hunter at plus 1,000 odds. I don't think so. I think I'm going with Abdul Carter.
I like Abdul.
Going to the Giants.
Yep.
And I mean, he is just very physical, fucking strong, related to, is it Jalen Carter? on the Eagles.
He,
I know they're
Yeah.
siblings. I can't remember. I think it's Jalen Carter, who is
I think
also
you're
a
right.
fucking specimen. I have him winning Defensive Rookie of the Year, and I think it's ridiculous that they only had Travis Hunter
Yeah.
on there. I just don't see a world like that one post we had in our memes where it's like, I would love to see Travis Hunter try to take down Derrick
Yeah.
Henry on a one-on-one open field
I'd
situation.
love to try and
I
see
would
it.
love to see it.
When he's
I-
burnt out from playing both sides of the field,
I don't.
Derrick Henry gets a bubble screen outside, and there's Travis
just-
Hunter
Or
staring
just
out
like,
the
just
6'2",
a run
6'3".
straight up the middle, and you're the last guy
Yeah,
before he breaks off for 50 and gets a touchdown. You're the last guy, and you got to make a stand.
I ain't doing it.
I
As
would love
Travis
to see
Hunter.
it.
Yeah. Now, in those comments, they brought up Cooper DeJean and his fucking great form tackle, but also he hit him before he was able to get in stride.
He's also, I think he's
Yeah.
bigger than Travis Hunter.
He
I would
is,
have
yeah.
to compare, but just like an eyeball test, I think he's bigger.
I believe so. As well.
Not, but I mean, like,
Yeah.
Comeback player of the year, like I said, it was Aiden Hutchinson. I also have Nick Chubb plus
I
2,500.
like Nick Chubb.
And I'm interested to see
And
how
with-
he starts these next 4 games
Yeah.
as the Texans starting running
And when
back.
you have Joe Mixon and Nick Chubb, that
doing
running
like
room,
that
that running room's going to be
mhm.
pretty fucking wild.
So I'm interested. Those are my picks, and that's what the ESPN betting has for them.
Yeah.
Do you want to kind of spitball whatever you had? We agreed on Josh Allen
Josh Allen.
with
I like
again
Vrabel.
Lamar being
Yeah.
just like
Real
last
close,
year.
yeah.
Which I was going back and forth because I was like, man, a lot of people had Lamar. It was split. It was like
Yeah.
a 50-50 split, and I does Lamar
and-
use that as
yeah.
motivation?
And Lamar ended up edging just over Josh Allen. Or no, was it? No, Josh Allen won.
Josh
right?
Allen won, yeah.
I like Mike Vrabel as coach of the year. I think he turns this Patriots team around.
That's that's why I had him.
And then
the
the other one is
one that
Finn
just play
Johnson.
hand in hand. I forgot to write his down.
Yeah.
But the reason I left him out was
is just if the Bears are able to
if they can make that wild card push, which for the NFC it's just tight.
it is.
It's fucking tight, especially if everyone stays healthy.
Yeah.
It's just hard to get in there, which I feel like I think the tides are kind of turning. I think the AFC wild card race is a lot easier to get in.
Yeah, it definitely is. And
if you're talking about like a 9-8 Steelers team getting
and like
in,
a 9-8 or
Yeah.
Rodgers as well
mhm.
getting in is pretty hard to pick.
Because if I remember right, what was the Lions? They were the number 1 last
Yep.
year, and they were what? I can't remember.
They lost 1 or maybe 2 games.
And then the Minnesota Vikings were right underneath them, but they had to get a wild card spot.
Yeah.
And it just it's sucks to be
Yeah,
them.
sucks
but
to be them.
yeah.
But yeah, it's the NFC wild card race is a whole lot more
As of right
exciting.
now. Yeah.
Exciting. And then the AFC, like I only really see 2 teams competing for that 7th spot,
Yeah.
and that's the Chargers and the Steelers.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion, I'd love to say,
Hey,
them Raiders can sneak in there.
again, very early on.
Yeah,
Very early on.
and we could look completely retarded and stupid coming forward. But
And I'm not holding myself to any of these. I'm still going to keep these notes so I can look back on it. And I can almost like laugh and scoff at myself
yeah,
for having such terrible takes.
and then I will be looking at this because I didn't have my notes with me. There's a whole long situation to it. But I'm going to switch chairs with my co-host, and he's going to pull up trivia.
So this for the cam, is there do you have a set so that I can do?
I have it set so you can pull up your slideshow without me seeing it.
Okay.
Well, I could even do this number, and you could put it up right here, and I'll just honor system, Scouts honor.
Well, I want you to be able to see the.
No, yeah, I'm just saying while you get it put up, and then
Yeah.
you just have to slide it over. I believe it's to the right. And then it's scene 2.
Scene 2.
Yep, do you see it where
MattCast 2.
Yep, MattCast 2.
Sweet.
Where they can see the screen.
Yep.
And then yep.
Okay. So a big thing that I had
I love the
was-
picture.
Yes, I put in probably too much of my time into this, but I did not. I had a hard time with all the information you're telling me, being able to just keep it and visualize it. So for me, I'm not saying that you have to do this, but for me and the viewers at home, I'm gonna start doing it in this format where you can see it, like all the hints,
Yeah.
so that you can play along with
Yep.
us.
Make sure to comment below too, along with our trivia.
Now,
did you actually test drive this presentation to make sure?
No, I didn't. So we're gonna see. But
Here, I'll let you
okay, we're good.
run through.
We're good.
Okay.
We're good. We're good.
All right, cool.
So current score: Matty J is 2-6. Matty Light is 0-3.
Great photos.
Thank you. These are the two teams we've covered so far: as the Los Angeles Rams and the
Yep.
San Francisco 49ers. Matty Light, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, man.
I love this presentation.
I spent again probably too much time on this.
I know what I'm doing this weekend.
So tier 1, do you know ball? Oh, oops. Oh well. It was just a fade into this one.
Okay.
And then
All right, cool.
Hint 1 or tier 1, he is a defensive back.
Okay.
He's 6 foot, 203 pounds. He was drafted in 1981, first round, 8th pick from USC. He's a 4-time Super Bowl champion. He's an 8 first-time All-Pro. You can see the years he was.
Yep.
He is a 10-time Pro Bowler, 2-time NFL interceptions leader. And again, if you know this before I get through all these, you can feel free and shout it out.
Or comment down below.
I was talking specifically to you, but yeah, also
I'm going to let you go through it just for the audience.
NFL combined tackles leader in 1982, NFL's 1980s All-Decade Team, NFL's 1990s All-Decade Team, NFL's 75th Anniversary All-Time Team, NFL's 100th Anniversary All-Time Team, PFWA All-Time Rookie Team 1981, San Francisco 49ers Hall of Famer. They retired his number 42. He has the most interception returns for a touchdown as a rookie for 3 in 1981. He has the most postseason interceptions at 9. Again, I should probably say this, which is not an again. I haven't said it yet. All my information either came from Wikipedia or
ESPN app or whatever.
No, the other one was like Pro Football something or other. So if any of these are a little wrong, that's why I didn't do that much research. I just kind of hit name.
That's about how much research I do as well. So.
He has the 49ers franchise record for most interceptions in a single season, tied 10 with Dave Baker. Most interception returned yards, 643, and most career interceptions at 51. Now, we're not done.
Oh, okay.
So with this being tier 1, I wanted to give you more information, and here's the breakdown of every season, and you can see his All Pros, his Pro Bowls, and you can see some of his.
So off the rip,
mm-hmm.
I was thinking Ronnie Lott as my pick, and I'm thinking that's what it is Ronnie Lott, because he's one of the most prolific defensive players that the 49ers have ever had. And I'm assuming this is a fade in for the answer.
How many transitions did I do for this? You are correct. This is Ronnie Mad Dog Lott.
I love that. It was a bit slow on the little, but still,
yeah. Jules, hey, get out of there, please.
It's pro casual.
If you got that wrong, you might be a casual.
Yeah.
Like you said, one of the most prolific defensive players of all time.
So, like, one thing that I always remembered was, like, playing Madden, and you get the ultimate packs and everything like that.
I got him.
Ronnie Lott, he was the one that, like, when I got him for my team, I think it was, like, a 2016 or 2018 when I was really getting into it, and I got Ronnie Lott. It changed my defense.
Yeah.
It changed my defense.
Wolf, hey, Wolf, get out of there. All right. Tier 2. 54. So he's an outside linebacker. He's 6'3", 230 pounds. He was drafted in 2018, 3rd round, 70th overall pick from BYU. He is a current 49er. He has 4 first-team All-Pros and 4 Pro Bowls. And then there are his stats underneath. I guess all-time he has 17. No, excuse me.
Right there it says middle linebacker.
Yeah, I know. It's one of those things. They conflicted one another. I believe he's a middle linebacker. So
Because I'm sitting there and I want to say Bosa, but also you put the wrong BU. You put Baylor, BYU.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's funny. That is my bad. You're right.
So that really distracted me, and I really want to just say Bosa.
I am sorry. That is the wrong. That is supposed to be BYU, not
Yeah.
Baylor. That is completely on me.
Yeah. At
It
first, I
is
thought you were telling me I was wrong.
no. Well, you are wrong. It's
Okay.
not Nick Bosa. You got any other hints?
Are there more hints, or
No, this is
This is
all,
it?
This is all you get. He is considered one of the best middle linebackers this year going into the season.
I'm just blanking on it right now. When you said present, I like immediately went to Bosa,
Mm-hmm.
and that could just be
Well, Nick Bosa actually is no longer a 49er. He is a Charger.
he's a Charger.
Mm-hmm. Or do you say Nick Bosa?
No, Joey.
Joey Bosa's a Charger.
Okay,
Nick Bosa.
He's now a Charger now.
No, sorry, I was
Okay.
wrong.
Yeah.
I thought I didn't hear Nick or
Yeah.
Joey, and I just assumed that you meant Joey.
Yeah,
But I forgot
no,
about Nick.
yeah.
So that's my fault.
No,
Again.
yeah, I'm thinking Nick Bosa.
It is incorrect.
Okay, well then I'm fucking
No idea. No
not
idea.
a face person. Fred
Fred Warner.
Jesus,
Fred
fucking
Warner.
Christ.
Yeah, current. This is the guy to
Isn't
watch
Fred-
out for.
Wasn't he on? No, that's Bobby Wagner. That was on the.
The Seahawks.
Yeah.
Yep. Are you ready? Last one.
Yes.
This one. If you don't get this one, so for Matty Lights, I always try to pick players that I think he should know. Like I don't try to stump him. This one's a bit funny to me though. Not the transition, but
Yeah.
So this is no
32.
stats. I'm just giving you the accolades, which you can see is a lot.
Yeah.
So he's a running back. He's 6'2", 212 pounds. In 1973, he was the most valuable player. He is the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year in 1973. He has 5 first-team All-Pros, 5 Pro Bowls. He is an AFL All-Star. His rookie year,
Yeah.
he was on the AFL, and then they went to the NFL. He has the Burt Bell Award in 1973. He's an AP Athlete of the Year. 3 times UPI AFC Offensive Player of the Year. Excuse me. I don't know why I said that. It was his first year. Then it was I had the stats.
Yeah.
I remember that one. I don't have the notes in front of me, which I'll do next time so I don't get wrongs. 4-time NFL rushing yards leader, 1972, 1973, 1975, and 1976. 2-time NFL rushing touchdown leader, NFL scoring leader in 1975. In the NFL's 1970s All-Decade Team. He is also in the NFL's 75th Anniversary All-Time Team, as well as the 100th Anniversary. He is in a Buffalo Bills Wall of Fame. He is a national championship with his time in college with the UFC Trojans. He won the Maxwell Award, as well as the Heisman. He's a 2-time Walter Clamp Award winner. He's a 2-time UPI Player of the Year, SN Player of the Year, the Chicks Harley Award, the 2-time unanimous All-American in 1966 and 1967 and 1968. He is a Pop Warner Trophy. He is a 2-time first team All-Pac-8, 1967 and 1968. Again, he is a USC Trojans, retired his number at 32, and he's an NJCAA All-American 1966. Do you have a guess? Yeah, I'm only giving you one guess for
O.J.
this.
Simpson.
It is Orthol James Simpson's The Juice.
The juice is loose.
I'm surprised that that was like you were like
I was
stuck
letting
on
you
there.
get through it.
How soon did you have it?
As soon as it said Bills rushing Hall of Fame and then all these accolades, I'm like, it's
Yeah.
O.J. Simpson.
Um,
and then also the number 2, I'm like,
oh, sorry, he was just in the AFL for 1 year,
Yep.
and then it went to the NFL. I was right on that. I don't know what I read that confused me, but yeah, he was a Bill. for a long time, and then he
Yep.
finished out his last 2 years as a 49er. I was trying to see if that would
Ye-
stump you because I feel like most people just know him
Yeah, as a Bills.
as a Bill.
Yeah.
Um,
No, yeah, like that whole time, I'm just gonna let him read through for the audience.
yeah.
And I'm not gonna cut you off on it.
Mm.
But yeah, I saw 32 Buffalo Bills, all these accolades. This motherfucker just threw an OJ
O.J.
Simpson.
Simpson. Yeah, whenever I read that one,
Yeah.
I audibly chuckled to myself because I was like, no fucking way that I'm gonna put him in, but I did. Big shout out to Hart Ventures Electrical Services. Again, they give you a free estimate whenever you first start working with them. Does great work.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna use this as a wrap up for the show. I don't know if there's anything else you want to say or
No,
anything.
that's
So
about it.
yeah.
Safe travels for my friend.
Thank you, buddy.
He's going on vacation.
Mhm.
Fe- Fear of flying?
Just not a fan of it.
Just not a fan of
Just
it.
not a fan of it. Take Dramamine just
Yeah.
to help with the motion sickness because, like, it's not the turbulence per se. It's just like the taking off and landing.
Yeah.
The motion sickness of it just
Yeah.
gets to me. But when you add in turbulence with it,
Mhm.
just not a
So
not a huge fan of it.
before we wrap up, my funny turbulence story.
Mhm.
I went to go take a shit on the plane,
Mm.
and then we hit turbulence, and I'm like, this is a bit much for the audience,
Mm.
maybe. But I'm like, turds coming out, hit turbulence, and I come up off the seat, and I hear the turd fall into the toilet, and then land back down.
I've been blessed with the traveler's constipation.
Yeah,
That is so nice for me because it's just nothing need until like I touch the ground
yeah. And you're like,
and then I'm at the airport. I'm like,
you're sitting there
I gotta
taxing,
go.
like, you need to go. Like, let's hurry this up.
Even then, like I'm not too bad,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
yeah, from here to Atlanta and then Atlanta to Raleigh and then I'll be in North Carolina until next Wednesday. Then I'll be back home.
And
So,
then, do we want to record Thursday
yeah,
before Thursday Night Football?
we can do that.
Okay.
I'm down for that.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining. I am Maddie Light, joined by my co-host Maddie J. I'd like to say thank you guys and see you guys later.
Bye.